I sent this out to so many people and I don't know what happened. I'm getting an error, but hopefully they'll be able to see that I'm streaming live via another thing. So yeah. Okay. Welcome everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Alethea. And of course, you know, my channel is Rain on the Charts. And I'm back again on another Sunday evening. I'm in New York, of course, so it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know a lot of you are tuning in from all over, so the time may be different. It could be tomorrow somewhere else. I know we have some Nigerians on with us today, so it is almost tomorrow. It's like after 11. So today, what we're going to be going over is the trailing stop loss, right? So we know that you can enter a trade, whether it be market execution, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. And as you're going further and further into profit, you want to secure your winnings, right? And how you do that, you're going to take partial profits. But once you take your partial profits, you want to move your stop loss. You want to modify that trade so that you can no longer lose, like you're in a risk-free trade. But some people are having a little bit of a challenge with that from some calls I've been getting. So I wanted to go over that today, right? So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. And remember, guys, this is interactive. I don't want you to be shy. Feel free to unmute yourselves, ask any questions if need be, okay? So I'll go over my process first, and then we'll get up to the modifications that I'm going to be talking about. So anytime I'm going to do a trading session and I'm a scalper, you have to figure out what sort of trader you are. But based on what sort of trader you are, you'll know if you really need to do all these steps. But I'm a scalper. So before I trade, I want to check the news. So I'm going to go to forexfactory.com. I'm going to check the news, and the news, I'm going to see it in a series of folders with different colors. So today, right now, it is Sunday, February 26th, and it's after 5 my time. It will be based on whatever time you have, right? So you're going to see the date here, the time here, whatever the currency is, and what the impact is. So it's 5 o'clock. There is nothing happening. The next news event will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. And it's going to be on the Australian dollar. So I know that if I want to trade right this moment, there is nothing in my way, right? Then if I hit more, I can see what's going to be happening tomorrow. Now, the yellow folder is low impact news. The orange folder is medium impact, and the red folder is high impact. Anytime you see a red folder, if you're a scalper like me, you want to just close your computer, turn off the laptop, go play a game on your phone. Just do anything other than trade. Does everybody get that? That's clear for everybody, right?
Yes, that's clear.
Yes, clear, very clear.
Okay, awesome. Now, if it's a yellow folder, I will still trade. That's not an issue for me. If it's an orange folder, I'm going to reduce my risk. So when it comes to taking a trade, what I recommend now, you can do whatever you want. It's your account. You do whatever you want to do. I recommend 1% if you're new and you're just trying to figure things out. Then 1% if you're a conservative trader, once you know what you're doing. 2% if you're moderate. 3% if you're an aggressive trader. I wouldn't recommend anything above that, because remember, there are two things that can happen when you take a trade. You can make money or you can lose money. So you need to decide, how much money would you be willing to take a loss on in a day? If you don't want to lose 3% of your account, then don't risk 3% of your account. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So once we look at this, we know red folder, we're not trading. And then we know, okay, I can go ahead and trade. Thank you, Light. Thank you. All right. So after I've checked the news to see what I will trade and what I won't trade, then I'm going to go to livecharts.co.uk to check the currency strength. And that's going to let me know if I'm looking for buys or looking for sells. So looking at this chart, you see bars here. One bar, currency is weak. The more bars, the stronger the currency. So if you have 6 bars, that's super strong. So right now we see the US dollar is looking like mighty powerful, right? So I'm always looking for a weak one with a strong one, right? And so when the base or the first currency is stronger than the quote or the second currency, I'm looking for buys, right? So when one is stronger than 2, I'm looking for buys. So let's look at an example here. We have US dollar being really, really strong, and we have JPY having 1 bar, so that's really weak. And one currency pair that's really popular is the USD JPY pairing, UJ, right? So based on what I said, if one is stronger than 2, I'm buying. So with USD being stronger than JPY, I would be looking for buys. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, on the flip side, if we have currency 1 being weaker, having fewer bars than currency 2, we're looking for sells. So what's an example of that? AUD, USD, that is another currency pairing. And I know when you just get started, you're not gonna know offhand. You may think USD, AUD, that's not a pair, it's AUD, USD. So let's go from what I just talked about before. On the flip side, AUD is currency 1, USD is currency 2. AUD is the base, USD is the quote. Would we be looking for buys or looking for sells? Yes,
Sell.
yes,
Yeah.
Bernie. Absolutely. We'd be looking for sells. Awesome. Love you guys. Love the participation, right? So that's how I look for what I'm looking for. I use Forex Factory to decide what currencies I can be looking at, and I use a currency strength meter to determine whether I'm looking for buys or sells. Buys represent bullish moves, represents going long in the market. Sells represent bearish moves or going short in the market, right? So now we will look at AUD, USD, and we look at USD JPY. And last week's class, I spoke about the 4 different sessions. If you need to know what the different sessions are, you can take a look at that, because you want to trade whatever currency is being traded during whatever session you're looking at for better results, because volatility is a trader's best friend. And to have volatility, to have movement, it's best to trade the currency pair that's being traded at that time. Like it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. Nigeria time. The market's just opened. So it's the Asian market that's opening, the Sydney and Asian market. So I wouldn't be looking to trade anything GBP right now. I wouldn't be looking for anything in the London market, to be honest. So you see what we saw. I'm looking at an AUD, Australian dollar. That market just opened. And I'm looking at JPY, Japanese yen. That's gonna open in 2 more hours, but it's okay. We're gonna take a look at it. Okay, so you can just, this is TradingView, by the way. It's a free site. Majority of traders use it, and you can pay for it, but you can use the free version. The free version, you can do everything you need. The paid version, you'll have added features. You'll be able to set alerts and stuff like that, right? So you just can start typing. So hold on, AUD, USD. All right, let's delete what I had there before. And you see that it's going downwards, right? Let's see, what did, it's more consolidating, actually. It's consolidating right now. But we're going to pretend that we had an entry. Welcome to the call, all the new people joining. Welcome to the call, Miss Laverne. So we're gonna pretend that we entered right here. The green line is my entry. And I'm gonna use my, hold on, let me see, what was it? AUD USD, currency one was weaker, so we're looking for sells. So I'm going to use my short position tool, right? So let's pretend that I had entered here. And that was my stop loss. I had a, let's round it off to 20 pip. I had a 20 pip stop loss. That's a really tight stop loss, right? And my take profit one would also be 20 pips. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for coming. You can catch the replay on my YouTube channel. So take profit one is going to be here. So let me put this line. That's take profit one and make it blue. So green is my entry. Blue is my take profit. And we're going to do red as the stop loss. Okay. Let's okay, and stop, take profit two can be here. 3 different take profits. Take profit 3, we're just gonna make it 50 pips, all right? 50 pips. Now, when you enter the trade, a whole lot is gonna happen. Sometimes you may get nervous when it comes all the way here. When you enter a trade, once you use proper risk management, you should not be feeling nervous about it hitting your stop loss, because you already said, I'm willing to risk 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever it is that you said you're going to risk, be fine. Do not exit the trade early, right? allow it to hit the stop loss if it's going to hit the stop loss. There will be a multiple trades and you can't win them all, right? Because what's really, really bad is if you exit the trade before it hits your stop loss thinking, oh no, it's going to go there. And then it turns around and goes and hits take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. And you exited it thinking, oh, it was a dud. Has that ever happened to any one of you where you got so nervous because you're watching the trade like a hawk and you get out of the trade because you see it going the wrong way, but you didn't allow it to have time to turn around? And then it turns around and everybody else is making all this money and you missed out. Exactly, Miss Laverne. And you're not the only one. It's definitely happened to me as well. That's a part of the growing pains when you're a new trader. It's one of the growing pains. Yeah. Yes, Dr. Charles. Okay. So let's say now that it hits your take profit 1. You want to secure partials. So for those of you who you have a smaller account, so you have 0.01, you wouldn't be able to take partials. But anyone that has a 0.02 or higher in lot size, you can hit close to close your trade. But instead of just hitting close once, because you have to hit close twice, you can put the lot size. So if you're in, say, 0.15 trade, you can change your lot size to 0.07 and then hit close. And you'll take basically half your money at that point. So if you're like 20 bucks in profit, you modify it, you change it from the 0.15 that it's at to 0.07, you can take like $10. But once you've done that, now you want to move your stop loss. So your stop loss is here, but now you want to move it to not at break even. I know that you may see, oh, move it to break even, but no, you want to move it actually a little bit into profit. The reason you want to move it a little bit into profit is to account for fees, because the brokers are in business as well. They need to make their money too. So you want to move it a little bit into profit so that you can now be in a risk-free trade. Now, if it pulls back, because we're imagining that it hit our take profit 1, right? Now, if it pulls back and hits our stop loss, we wouldn't have lost anything. And we would have made that $10 along the way. Does everybody understand that? Does that make sense? Drop some 333s in the chat if that makes sense to everybody.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How do you, when you say move it into profit, so you're talking about as far as moving it on the chart, but once you're in the trade, can you move something to profit?
Yes, you can. So I will take a pretend trade on my phone.
Okay.
And show that in a little bit, but you just modify. Have you ever modified a trade before?
I'm not sure. I know I have done the take partial profit before, but not modify, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that and you're gonna see. The market is open, so I'm going to do an example of it, but I'm just showing just an illustration, but I'm going to actually do it on my phone in a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to move your stop loss. You don't want to move it above your entry because it's a sell. You want to move it below your entry because it's a sell. And if it pulls back and hits your stop loss, the new stop loss, then you haven't lost anything. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Carol, Dr. Charles, Arden. Welcome to the call, Arden.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah. Now, next, we hope that it won't hit our stop loss and it will keep going because you trade in zone to zone, right? So then once price now moves to take profit 2, because this was take profit 1, when it moves to take profit 2, then you want to move your stop loss again. And this time I wouldn't move it below, I would keep it above take profit 2, right? So that if it pulls back to take profit 1, we're in the clear. And then when it moves to take profit 3, you move it again. And we know that Gus is my favorite. Who is your favorite educator on the platform? Let me see. I know some of you are B members. Of all the traders, and they're all amazing because everybody maintains a 70% in terms of accuracy. But who is your favorite? Because we all are gonna have our favorites. For me personally, Gus is my favorite. Laverne, you said God and Nate. Did you mean Gus? Okay. Yes, God is our favorite, but I'm talking about the trader. Yes. Yeah, Gus is good. And Nate with the gold is amazing, but I'm a scaredy cat, so I stay away from gold. But did everybody understand that for a sell what you'd want to be doing? I'm gonna take silence mean consent. I'm gonna take it as a yes. So now we looked at a sell. So now I want to look at a buy. Oh, Jocelyn, Gus is your favorite too. Yeah, Gus is the man. So now I want to look at a buy. And the buy, remember we saw that US dollar was stronger, blessing you too. So, and we look at the chart and we see that it's an uptrend. So you see that the currency strength meter, there is something to it. By checking it, it can let you know what direction the market is going in a sense, right? But that's why I like to check the news and I like to check the currency strength. So that can help me determine whether I'm supposed to be looking for buy opportunities or sell opportunities. All right, so now with this, we're going to be taking a buy. So we're going to pretend like this was the entry right here. Green is the entry point. And it's not going to be the short position, it's going to be the long position. So for buys, you're looking for longs, right? So say we got in here, it's playing around. Let's do a 50 pip stop loss. All right. So, okay. We will put our stop loss here. Get that red. And with the app, take profit 1 is always 20 pips. So I'm going to put 20 pips first. You guys notice that? Take profit 1 is always 20 pips. All right, I'm a little off. It's all right. 20 pips. So let's go blue. Let's see, someone is saying something. Please, yes, please. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm at 78. All right. So it already hit 20 pips. And that is like a first target for the app. 20 pips, then 40 pips, then on and on and on. Thank you, Miss Carol. All right, so 20 pips is the first one. We'll do 40 pips as the second. Let's put a line. Then we can do 60 pips. All right. So 3 take profits. All right. So now, again, you're in the trade. It hit take profit 1. You want to move it a little bit above your entry. And you pray that it doesn't come and hit it. But we see that it hit it here. It's going to happen sometimes. Most times it doesn't, right? So it hits take profit 1, you're going to take partial profit. So if you were at a 0.30, you can hit close, and then you're going to take 0.15, you're taking half the money. So if it was $50 you made, $100 you made, you're going to get half of it. And then you have the trade still going, right? Once it hit takes profit 2, you move your stop loss up. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. You move your stop loss up when it's at take profit 2. When it hits take profit 3, you move it up to below take profit 1. Take profit 2, sorry, right? And you can keep doing that. You can just keep doing that every time it hits. And you know that when you paying attention with the Shift app, every time it hits another take profit, you're getting an update. So you want to pay attention so you can have the update. Oh, thank you, Blessing. I appreciate that, right? So you're going to constantly get updated. So you just need to look, and you don't even have to think about it, because you know what the take profits are, because the information is all in the trade, in the app that we have here, right? Thank you, Mr. Polite. So now let me go ahead, because I've shown you for a sell, I've shown you for a buy. So now let's look at how it would go in the app and with MetaTrader 4, okay? So actually I need to join the meeting and join. Wait, did I? Let me do this again. I didn't mean to connect to the sound. Okay. There we go. While I'm getting myself together here, does anybody have any questions? I'm just joining from my phone so I can go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. So once you get a notification, in the top left corner, you see the date and time. You pay attention to that. You don't want to be getting into a trade that's 7 days old. that's still going for us. You're just getting in. You can mess yourself up on that. You want to pay attention to the date and time. And you see, it says market execution to the top right above Gus's head. It can say market execution, or it can say buy limit, sell limit. I haven't seen anybody really do buy stops or sell stops, but just be aware that those are things that exist too. So let's pretend that this trade is brand new. It says active. That's also something that you want to look at. If it says active, you can attempt to get in. If it already says one, like this one does, Euro AUD for David, you may not want to get in. It depends on where the pips are. It's at plus 20 pips. That's what it hit, but it doesn't show right now. Maybe because we just opened up. After 6, maybe it's gonna show. Then you can see how many pips in profit or in loss it actually is at currently. So we're just gonna use Gus's trade. Gus is my man, right? So it's GBP USD. So let's pretend like we're going to take this trade brand new. You see GBP USD, you're gonna hit the lot size calculator below Gus, put in however much money you have in your account. Let's say you have $3,000. 3,000. You risk 1, 2, or 3%. I'm gonna hit 1. That's all you have to put in. That's all. And you hit calculate, and that's gonna tell you your lot size. So my lot size, you see at the bottom it says standard lots 0.1. So we're gonna do 0.1. There you go. That's right. All right, 0.1. So now I will go to MetaTrader 4 and I'll go to quotes. I have an iPhone, guys, so things may look a little bit different from the Android person, but you'll still get the basic idea. So you take the trade, it's a market execution. I put the lot size. Us iPhone users are not spoiled, so we don't have Pipify to copy everything. So I'm going to put in my stop loss. Oh, now we see. Now I can see it's minus 3 pips. And let's say I'm going to put take profit 4. Take profit 4. I'm going to go all the way. Most of Gus's trades go all the way, but don't let that cause you to be like, oh, Alethea said, so I'm going all the way. If you're new, do take profit 1 or 2. And we know that it's a buy because it's green. The entry at 1.19507, it's a buy. Once it's green, it's a buy. So I'm gonna hit buy by market, buy. So now I'm in the trade. So I wish it could be more in profit so I could I wish it could move up so we could see. But what you would do, let's pretend, right? Let's pretend that it was way in profit. You're gonna modify the trade. So the first number is where we actually entered. So 1.19493 is our entry. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the entry price is the very first price. Then what's next to it is where it currently is. And this is normal that when you enter a trade, because of the spread, you're going to be in the negative. You're going to be in the red when you enter a trade unless it's like really moving up and you get in, right? So now you're gonna hit modify. The stop loss is what I had put in initially, what I had copied and pasted. But you can delete that and change it to whatever you want it to be. So I remove that stop loss, and you can see what take profit. Let's say that it hit take profit 3, right? So it's all the way at 1.20007. You can see take profit 2 is 1.19807, and you can change your stop loss to a number just below that because it's a buy. So we can put it at 1.19800. 1.19800. Does that make sense to you?
So you put it just above one of the take profits when you're doing that?
Because we're pretending that it's at take profit 4.
Okay.
So just imagining that the current price is all the way at 20507. And let's say we didn't have that as we didn't have any take profit, because you can leave the take profit empty, right? So let's pretend that it's at take profit 1.20507. You're gonna put it sorry. You're gonna put it
Above it.
Oh, wait, I said take profit 3, sorry. Take profit 3. Let's say it's at take profit 3, because take profit 4 is the last one. Let's say it's at take profit 3. You're going to move it to take profit 2, but not exactly at take profit 2, just a little bit below it. Because when it's at entry, you want to put it a little bit above the entry. But for the other take profits, you want to put it a little bit below for buys. So right now, take profit 2 is 1.19807. So if it's at take profit 3, it hit take profit 3, I would want to change it to 1.19800. Not exactly what take profit 2 is, just a little bit below it. So I would put it at 1.19800. Does everybody, I want to make sure that everybody understands this, not just Mr. Polite and Miss Laverne. You would change it to that. You would edit your stop loss. You would delete what is there. For those of you that have an Android, you have a red line for the stop loss. You have a green line for your take profit. You're not messing with your take profit. You're going to go to the red line and you're just going to delete the number that's there, and you're just going to change the number, and then you're going to hit modify. Of course, I'm not able to hit modify because this is a hypothetical scenario and price is not all the way up there.
What, when you initially put in your trade, you only do the TP1 or you do TP4 initially?
Okay, so this is for people who want to do the high TP. If it's TP1, then this is not going to apply to you, because once it hits your take profit, the trade is closed. But if you put in take profit 4, take profit 5, take profit 10, you want to keep moving your stop loss up the further into profit you go, so that you're securing the profits. So this is going to apply as you're going further into profits. So you want to change it every time. Every time you get an alert in the app saying take profit 2 hit, you're going to change it to a little bit below take profit 1. Take profit 3 hit, you're going to change it to a little bit below take profit 2. Take profit 4 hit, you're going to change it to a little bit below take profit 3, and on and on and on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. But it's hypothetical, but this is just to illustrate it. But a new person, if any of you have anybody new coming on, first you want them to just get comfortable with take profit one, because take profit one, the 20 pips, the trades always, let me not say always. From what I have noticed, majority of the trades are gonna hit take profit one. They don't always go the distance, but there's a reliability for take profit one. So when someone is new, you want to tell them just set it for take profit one. I know that some people have FOMO and they're gonna be like, man, if I had set it at take profit 4, I would have made all this money. But if you don't understand how to do this as yet, just take profit one. But that's why I'm doing this session, so that you can go back and you can watch it over and over and over, so that you can know how to move your stop loss and have a trailing stop loss going up, up, and up. You're welcome, Miss Laverne. So, wow, see, it's not moving. And you notice GBP USD, it's been at this price this entire time. Do you know why that is? Can anybody tell me why there's absolutely zero movement on this trade right here?
It's in consolidation right now.
It is in consolidation, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for. That's not a wrong answer, but okay, yes, Dr. Charles, that is the answer. The market is not open yet. So right now, it's the Asian session that just opened. GBP USD, that's the London market into the US market. And that's not starting until I think 8 a.m. Nigeria time. Exactly, Salu. Because London isn't open. Yes, and that's what I went over in my previous video. I was talking about the 4 different sessions and what you should trade, because you don't need to be in the Asian market trying to trade London pairs or US pairs. You want to trade the currencies that are corresponding with whatever market it is. If you're a scalper, for sure. Now, if you're a swing trader, it may not matter, right? But I'm speaking specifically to people who are scalpers, because you see, not a thing is happening. It's not going to be moving until many, many hours to come. But yeah, that's what I wanted to go over today. Thank you guys for coming. Does anybody have any questions before I close out? I was such an awesome teacher that you guys don't have any questions. Wow. You guys flatter me. You're welcome, Miss Laverne. All right. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to cover next week, but it definitely is going to be something great, as always. For everybody that's on here, Bernadette dropped my YouTube. Yes. So I want everybody to go subscribe to my YouTube channel and come back often and share it with everybody, so that you can get the value. You know, I'm doing trading basics. If you want to get really into it, you got to join us at B. You know, B is the place to be. This app, the Shift app that I went over, that has the trade ideas, you would need to be subscribed to B in order to get access. All right. Okay, so thanks, guys. Let me go over here and say goodbye in YouTube land. All right.